You're gonna get so much value out of this video. That is my promise to you. Listen up, take notes, and at the end, I'm gonna show you a mind-blowing piece of Facebook ad software that will 10x your results. Also, if you stick around till the end, I'll even invite you to our private Facebook ad cheat code mastermind. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys, so if you've been in my Facebook group, if you've been following and you've watched a couple of my other older or my recent videos, you'll know that my Facebook personal account and a bunch of my ad accounts were shut down for something pretty stupid that I don't really understand. But I want to make it up to you. I want to complete the series. So I can't go into my ad account right now and work on that Ultimate Survival Online store. But what I can do is I actually created a course about a year ago now, and a lot of the videos in there, pretty much all the videos are still relevant. So what I'm gonna do is right after this, I'm gonna have it fade into a video where I'm setting up ads and go over all the stuff that I was gonna talk about in day 6 if I was doing it live. So hope you guys enjoy this. I want to make it up to you, so yeah, enjoy.
In this video, we'll go over exactly how to set up your test ads. We'll cover how to format your campaign, ad sets and ads, what details to enter in for each section within your ad sets, and how to enter in the interest that you filled out in the last module for your interest groups. By the end of this video, you'll have learned a process that can be repeated anytime that you want to test more ads and products. Just a disclaimer though, the reason I call these test ads is because at this stage, you're typically brand new to your niche and have no prior data to leverage. With these test ads, you will likely lose some money, but think of it more as buying the data that you can leverage for future ad campaigns that you set up. Hey, what's up guys? So now we're going to walk through setting up your ads. By this point, you should have your business manager set up, you should have your Facebook page set up, you should have your pixel configured, and you should have your ads posted to your Facebook page. You need to have all those things before you can go through this piece, okay? So I'm in the ads manager here for Namaste Gear, and I'm just going to click on create ad. The first thing is campaign name. This is going to be your product name. So do natural chakras bracelet. And I always do, whether it's a new store, new pixel, old pixel, doesn't matter. I always do website conversion. And now we're in the ad set level, okay? So my format, I have a very clean format for the way I write my ad set names. And I think it's super, super important that you have a format. If you don't like mine, you can change it up. But when you're scaling and you're layering your audiences and stuff like that, it needs to be organized. So make sure that you have some kind of consistent format, okay? Now what I do is I put the country, then I put the interest group or the targeting. So I have my interest groups here, and let's say we're doing stores and retail, right? I would put store. Okay. Then I do the ages. For the ages, I will usually go 18 to 65 plus to start, unless it's like a more mature product that only older people would purchase. A lot of people will say, "Oh, I don't like to test 18-year-olds because they might not have a credit card." Well, I've seen quite the opposite. I've seen a lot of sales from the 18-year-old age range, and a lot of the time they'll actually tag their parents and tell them to buy it for them too, okay? So don't cut those out right away unless it's a product that really doesn't apply to them. Next, I put the gender. For this bracelet, I'm going to put just female only because I think it is a female-heavy product. But if it's male and female, you just do this, male/female. And then I do the placement and the devices that I'm targeting. So I usually start with desktop and mobile. So I do all device. And then once I analyze the results and performance, I'll make a decision if I need to just cut it to mobile or cut it to desktop or keep both. Okay. So now we're on website here. You're gonna click here. Remember I said to make sure that you have your pixel configured because it's going to be for nothing, and it's not going to track any of your purchases and view contents and add to carts if this is not set up. So I always pick purchase. You have your locations here. You're going to start with the United States. age 18 to 65. We put women, so I select women here. English, all. Detailed targeting. So for targeting, you're going to have your interest group sheet here. And you want to keep the audience size between 3 to 500K with your test ads. So you're going to copy and paste them in here until you reach that amount. 140. 190. 430. Okay, this is cool. It's perfect. Now, some people will talk about narrowing the audience and doing like flex targeting and stuff. Personally, I haven't found too much success with flex targeting. I've actually tried it a lot, and almost every time it's raised my ad costs when it's like too targeted. My theory, and I'm not an expert on this, is that when you're so laser targeted, there's other people that are trying to do flex targeting too, that are trying to reach those really small pockets and really laser targeted audience, that it becomes harder to reach them because everyone's trying to target that little small pool. So I'll just, if I have 430,000 people here, potential reach, what I'll do is I'll just segment the groups within the interest groups. So what I mean by that is I'll color these like yellow, and they'll be like the first stores and retail group. And then I can start another ad set if I wanted to with some of these other interests, and then name that like store 2, right? So we can name this store 1, I guess. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. I leave this checked. So placements, go to edit placements. Like I said, I start with all devices in the beginning, and I only target feeds here. So I uncheck this, 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 and this. So all devices, feeds, and if you ever want to switch in the future, you just have to drop down here and you can select mobile or desktop only. Okay? Daily budget. So I always start with $10 and I let it run for 2 to 3 days. You could also do, if you want to test a lot more ad sets at once, you can do $5 budgets and let it run for 4 to 5 days. But personally, I always use $10 budgets and I let it run for 2 to 3 days in the test period. And I'll set it to start the following day at around 2 a.m. Okay? The reason for 2 a.m., you want to start early as possible in the day, but you want to make sure that there's people awake when you start it, right? So I don't think it hurts too much to start it at midnight, but I like to start it at 2 a.m. Seattle time, which is the time that should be on my account. And that way, when people are waking up all around the country, they're seeing the ad as they wake up. Okay? The end date, I just leave it here for now, and if the ad does well or if it does bad, I'll shut it off, and if it does well, I'll extend this date. Okay, so we have conversions here. 7-day click, I'll leave it at that. Automatic bid, continue. Now we're in the ad level. So the ad name, I just leave it at whatever it is here. I don't worry about this too much. Then I'll go to use existing post. And it'll show you your page here. So Namaste Gear, and it says select the page post. So if you had multiple posts, you could cycle through and select whichever ad post you want to promote. But we only have this bracelet one here, so we're going to promote this one, and you can see how it looks in mobile. Make sure it looks good and it's not cut off. Desktop, everything looks good. And that's it. You're just going to click place order. And I don't have my credit card associated with this account since it's a demo account, but once you have it done with the payment method, your ad should start at 2 a.m. the next day after it's been approved. Okay, so that should be it for this section. And quick note, if you want to test a different country in the very beginning, usually I wait till US has got a few ad sets in to test other countries. But if you want to test a different country, all you have to do is go to locations, and let's say you want to test Australia, right? Or the United Kingdom. select that. 3,000 people. Okay, it's tiny. So you would just change the country here, locations, and everything else could remain the same pretty much. The only thing different with international is if you want to set international test ads up in the very beginning, you would have to add more interests in here to get it to that level. So, you could actually end up combining all these interests and throwing it in here, and then also make sure you change the ad set name up here. Okay? So it's a UK store interest group. This is the age, this is the gender, this is the device, and then your other ad set would say US, store one, age group, gender, device, etc. Okay? So that's it. In the next video, we'll go over how to set up your ad reporting and how to monitor your ad performance. You should now know exactly how to set up your test ads. This is a process that can be repeated for any interests and products that you wish to test. Your action items are to set up at least one ad set for each of the 3 products that you created ad posts for. This means 3 separate campaigns, 3 ad sets, and 3 ads in total. Just remember that more action and more testing means more data and quicker results. In the next video, we'll go over how to set up your ad reporting and how to monitor your results and performance.
All right, guys, hope you liked day 6. We went over setting up the ads, and in day 7, we're gonna go over scaling techniques for Facebook. Once you have something that's working, once you have something that's consistently selling for you, and methods that you can use to scale your budget and scale horizontally, scale vertically, all that good stuff. Okay, so see you in the next video.
All right, so wasn't that video amazing? Make sure to go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and ask me one question below. Anything you want about Facebook ads, and I promise I will answer it. Also, as promised, I'm going to invite you to our Facebook ad cheat code mastermind, where myself and a bunch of other 7- and 8-figure Facebook ad buyers hang out and share the latest ad tricks. There's a link for that free group below. And then on top of that, I wanted to give you access to Ad Chill, which will double, if not triple, your Facebook ad conversions instantly. So you can get that below as well. So check out the links, subscribe, leave a question below, and I will talk to you in the next video. All right, have a great day. Bye.